They will only tell you what you want to hear so you can buy the property. But I'm here to tell you what you need to hear so that you can get a better bargain for your money. Now, how do we get here? The last video that I posted was a bit controversial. I was talking about what developers do that is not right. How Lagos developers, not all of them, some of them have flooded the market with buildings that are not up to standard. And some of them are not even up to the building regulation standard in Lagos. And so the last video spoke about that. But let's look into today's video, which is about a 630 million naira triplex in Lekki. So some people reached out to me after I posted my last video that I was talking about the bad. Can I react to some of these videos? And this video was sent to me. But do I qualify to talk about this video? Well, my name is Eden Walz, and I've been practicing architecture for the past 6 years. I've designed for companies like Airbus, Heliconia, just to name a few. So I know what it means to touch luxury, to design for people who want class. So let's look into this video without wasting much of your time so you can know what the good, the bad, and the ugly is. Let's go.
Listed last week. As I speak to you, just one left. Without mincing words, this is the best triplex in Lekki.
And like I said, they'll tell you the things that you want to hear. It's the best triplex in Lekki. Well, let's see about that. Let's keep going.
This tour would leave you in awe. Keep watching. Imagine stepping out of your home and realizing you are in the best property in the market. Look, this isn't just a home. It is a 3-story marvel with your own private swimming pool, your private elevator, an expansive patio, and a whole lot more. Stay with me on this tour and I promise you, you would have a good time.
All right, so let's back up a little bit. All right. Stepping into this compound, the first thing that I would say is it looks like they built according to the approval setback standard because there is enough space between both sides of the building, and this is enough room for you to feel at peace that, well, the government is not going to come and give you any fine or, you know, wake up one day and say you do not build according to the standard, I'm going to demolish your house or something. So if you are buying only for that reason, I would say yes, you can go ahead and buy the property. But we're not done with the video, we just started. So let's see if there are some other things that, you know, would make the deal swing your way, and you can see how you can lower the prices or things like that. So let's continue.
This isn't just a store, and I promise. Listing is located in a peaceful haven designed for those who appreciate the finer things in life. Now, starting from the exterior facade is a blend of modern design.
Well, I would say I like the facade. It's simple, it's neat, but there's something that I'm going to point about. First of all, is I'm not a big fan of using tiles in the compound, but I'll give them a plus because the tiles that they used are non-slip tiles. There are some people who tile their compound and it is, you know, the tiles that you can fall. Once water touches it, you can fall when it gets wet. But I'll just let this slide. Then I like the fact that they used a cantilevered nosing. So this particular side of the steps, the cantilevered nosing, you know, it brings a form of character to the facade and not just normal steps. But on the other hand, if you check the night view, I don't like the fact that they did not put LED lights under the steps. It would have been a way to enhance it. It's just a little touch. Now let's get into the important part here. So I noticed that a lot of people build nowadays and they just have the cantilever. Cantilever is something that comes out of, you know, that protrudes. So this area is a cantilever, this area is a cantilever, and they don't put something called a throating. Now what a throating does is it prevents water from seeping towards the back of your building and then putting watermarks everywhere. I'll put a sample up here. Now you see that so many houses in Lekki, because they're painted white, you see all these watermarks. Now throating will help to prevent that. Now this particular facade that they did here, because of this
and
niche.
timeless elegance with the expansive space to pack up to.
So there is a niche that is up here, and we'll see it in another view. Water will collect there, and once water collects there, it seeps down along this side, and eventually you have all these green marks around here because water has collected over this particular place. Now, a way that they could have avoided water, dripping out from here is if they have a coping. So it would be extended out, water falls on it, and then the coping will have a floating that will prevent the water from staining this particular side. So that's just me saying, because for this to be 630 million, you need to pay attention to some of the details. Let's continue.
5 cars, the beautiful architectural finish right there, the fine lines, the lights on the wall, everything comes together to make this place an edifice.
Can you see what I was talking about? The steps don't have the LED. It would have just been a touch nice, But I like the plants that they put around. At least they are able to give some form of vegetation, some form of greenery, and that makes a lot of sense.
To my left, you are beholding a shimmering pool complete with a fountain and a private cabana right there. This home is perfect. Right there. This home is perfect.
Alright, so what I will say about the pool is, I like the fact that they try to incorporate a pool that has a pool deck. Now the pool deck is where you can relax, and the pool deck is towards the the shorter side of the pool, which is fine because you can relax, unlike some other houses that you cannot relax. But what I don't like about it is the fact that it's too close to this building, and then there is an exit that is over here. And so if you have children playing and one just runs out with speed and all these things, it could end up not so good. So for this kind of design, I would have preferred, because it's 630 million, they should have a pool cover that can be covered when not in use to avoid any form of hazard. That's something that I've noticed.
Overall, the exterior is a showstopper, but that's not all. Come with me. Step in with me and be left in awe. This 4-meter high biometric door, super stylish, super sturdy, lets you into this absolutely stunning home. You have the anteroom right here, and of course, a few steps in, you are walking into the grand living area.
I wouldn't call this grand. This is not a city room that is so big, but I like the size. I like the size because they've tried to maintain the setbacks, and so they cannot get something that is really big, but this is still quite sizable. Now, because the sitting room is not so big, you can see that they have a void, and that void creates this form of, it makes the space seem bigger. It gives that form of grandeur, but it's not as if it's a grand space. It's a really big space, but I like it. It's still quite usable. It's functional.
The first thing you will notice is the double volume ceiling, creating a different atmosphere in here with the beautiful chandelier and the spotlights. And to my left is where you have this masterpiece wall panel, adding a little touch of drama, setting a stage for everything this home has to offer.
Another thing I like about the sitting room is the positioning of where the swimming pool is. Now, you can see the swimming pool from the living room, which adds to the aesthetics, because when you're here you can see the pool. But the only thing is, I would have preferred if the pool had like a fountain that was that you could see from the living room, so you're seeing the water feature, because from this view that we have here we can't really see much, but we know that there's a pool. Maybe it's the estate policy for there to be short fences, and that's why they cannot have high enough wall to have a pool feature, a water fountain feature that would be shown, would be put to limelight when you're in the sitting room. But that's by the way.
Finally is the expansive living area. You have a huge space from here flowing all the way down there. And a befitting powder room where your guests could feel very comfortable.
Powder room. We're in Nigeria. We call it visitors toilet, but I like, as you know, we're trying to be international, powder room. All right, that's how we said in the US. A powder room is visitors toilet for us in Nigeria.
Performing the other activity. In this living room, we also have the surround sound speakers, several windows, and of course the spotlight and CCTV camera. Now let's head over to the kitchen. This is a chef's dream with intricately carved cabinets that are beautiful as well as functional.
I like the kitchen. The kitchen looks big. I like the fact that it's not cramped. I like the fact that, you know, you have shelving that you can see what is on the inside, and you don't need to be guessing what is where is where. But something that I would say is the glass that is here. I would have preferred if it were up here, because you hardly use what you keep up top here. So it would be nice if you have the top side to have glass, so that if you need to get something, you know exactly, okay, this is what I'm looking for, this is where it is. And so maybe if they are swapped, or if they reduce the number of glass here, so that they reduce the length, so they could have glass here, you know, we're talking about functionality here, it would have been more functional. And I also like the fact that they have a pot filler. This is not something that everybody does, but it's something that if you're cooking, it's easy for you to just fill the pot here rather than, you know, moving to where the sink is. And I put a pot filler in the last kitchen, which I designed for a client. I'll put up the renovation video sometime soon and you'll see it.
Top of the line appliances like the wash, microwave and oven, and of course the washing machine.
Now, for a house that costs 630 million naira, I don't know why a washing machine should be in the kitchen. Because if you ask me, my wife and I, we have the same type of washing machine, and we are just two. We're staying in a 2-bedroom, and we do laundry in batches because it's just one machine. Now imagine a house that is 3 floors high, multiple bedrooms. Where would they store the clothes that they want to wash? Would they put it underneath the kitchen island? Because I cannot see any place for, you know, storing the laundry. And so if you are bringing it, are you bringing it in a big basket and just putting it by the side? Your guests are seeing you carry laundry. I don't know why we design in Nigeria with the washing machine in the kitchen. I would have preferred if there is an outdoor laundry, or if there's another place that can be incorporated in the house. But putting one washing machine in a kitchen in a house that is 630 million naira, I feel they could have done better.
The double door refrigerator, and under the glow of the stylish pendant is the marble island, perfect for family gatherings as well as cutting those important deliciousness right here in this kitchen. You also have the dual sink right here, an exit to your swimming pool and your cabana.
Okay, now this is about functionality. I like that they have a security door here, but a door that leads outside the kitchen to the external part of the house is meant to open outside for security reasons. If there's fire hazard, you open away from where you are coming from, so that if there are tons of people who need to pass through there, the door would not jam and then you start struggling to open it this way. You can easily open the door away from you. That's how escape doors are. That's how it should be. So this is something that, you know, you watching this video, you know what, you know, is done wrong, or the kind of building techniques that are used in Nigeria that is wrong. Actually, your escape doors should open away from you and not towards you. A
5-burner Bosch stove, your pot filler, this to charge your phone, and an intercom right there, the soft touch switches, a pantry on that side, and that is it. You have the perfect kitchen. Some other features of this living area include the smart access, the smart features. We have this, we have that right there, and the visitor's room. Well, I like the fact that it's a smart house. Let's give them that.
and the room is cross ventilated. Now, have you noticed that this house does not have burglary and it also does not have net? Now, I'm sure you might be thinking, well, maybe because it's in a secured place. I want to believe that these glasses used in this building are P4 glasses, and so it means that they are toughened glass and it's not something that could easily be broken. And that is why there are no burglaries. And burglaries remove from the aesthetics of, a space. And the burglaries that we have in the Nigerian real estate market that goes horizontal this way, they are not strong. I've seen videos where people just pull them open and then they enter through them. And believe me, a house of 630 million naira, I don't think they will want breeze to come in. They want to use AC. They have the money to pay the electricity bill and they want the house to be cool. And so there will be no need for nets because they're not opening the windows, and there will be no need for burglary because I believe these are P4 glasses or windows.
Did I tell you that your home also comes with an elevator? Well, there you have it. An elevator to whisk you to all the other floors of your home. Now come along.
Yes, something I like about the sitting room area is that the staircase is hidden. We are a private set of people in Nigeria. That's how our culture is. And so the one of the staircase being something that you first see when you enter into the house. I've seen so many houses like that done in Lekki. I'm not a big fan of that because you are not just trying to showcase your house. You are going to be living there daily. And so if you are trying to maybe sneak to the kitchen or your children are trying to sneak somewhere, then all the guests in the house now sees them because the staircase is, just right into the sitting area. So I like the way this is tucked in around the elevator and nicely done.
On this floor, you'll find the second living room right here.
All right, so there is a family lounge on the first floor. So we have ground floor, which is where you first enter into the house, and then the next floor is called the first floor. So here now, with this expanse of space, I would like to believe for a house of 630 million, there should be a kitchenette, which I cannot see. Now that kitchenette can also be embedded with the laundry area, and you can have the washing machine because this is the family side. So if you want to wash, even if you don't have a big enough space for you to put the laundry clothes here, you can bring them from your room inside the basket. This is your family area, so you could carry 5 baskets, as many baskets as you want, bring them here and wash. So I'd have liked it if they had incorporated the laundry area on this floor instead of having just one washing machine in the kitchen.
A cinema, perfect for great family times, and 3 ensuite rooms. Let's explore the rooms together, shall we? If there is anything I love about this home, is the attention to details.
Cross ventilation, again, I like it. It's not as if they would use it in this house, but it's to approval standard, so I like that.
Number 1, the finely carved false ceilings. Number 2, no excess paintings everywhere. It was all done perfectly. Number 3, the finely cut wardrobes. Take a look at this. The details in the wardrobe done perfectly. And this is one of the rooms. Spacious with separate exposures for natural light and air. Now we walk into the toilet and the bathroom. 2 separate tiles on the floor. We have the non-slip tile in the wall.
If you ask me, I don't think there's any business of a porcelain tile that is non-slip in the bathroom. Water might leak, something might happen, and then it's going to cause someone to fall. But I know this is not the wet area, but it's just best to be safe rather than sorry. So I'd have preferred if the whole bathroom were to be non-slip. This exact finish of floor tile, you can get it in non-slip, and so if you had used that all the way, I would have loved it more.
walk-in bathroom, the polished tiles right here towards the toilet, a floating vanity, the sink, and of course, nicely cut mirror right here. All the rooms come with the same features: stunning, beautiful, and nicely done.
I actually prefer this room to the other room because the wardrobe in this room is tucked away and it's not floating around. So I like that about this design. When I design, I try to make my wardrobes not float because it just shows that it was well thought of. The design was well thought of. So I like that about this. Another cross ventilated room. I like that. Okay, now this is tucked away, so I like this feature because it's tucked away.
We're not done yet. Come with me to the upper level. On the top floor, the elevator opens to yet another living room.
I feel there are so many living rooms in this house, but I feel the one that is on this top floor, if it's used as a gym, then it's very functional. But if it's used as another sitting room, a sitting room on every floor, it removes that bonding that families should have, because in all the rooms there will be TV, and then there's now TV in all the living rooms, and there are living rooms on all the floors. I think that's excessive.
Which is an extension of the primary suite right here. The primary suite is a haven of luxury itself. Expansive space, several windows for light and air, CCTV cameras, the surround sound speakers, the soft touch switches, and a panel already pre-installed. I will give this a yes any day, anytime. And from here, we flow into your walk-in closet. Take a look at this walk-in closet, all done to perfection, spacious and stylish. The cabinets were fitted perfectly. Take a look at this for your cufflinks and ties and all of that, all done to perfection. You also have the speakers right there in the ceiling. And this is the walk-in shower and the bathtub here. Floating vanity, dual sink, well-cut mirror.
Now, before I say anything, have you noticed anything about this bathroom, this master bathroom? Okay, there is no towel rack anywhere in this bathroom. So we have the bathtub here. There is no soap dish rack here, and I would have expected that maybe on this wall would have been, an inset soap dish casement, so that you could just be laying down and then you grab the soap, and then if you are done, there should be a towel rack here so that you can just easily pick it up. I've not seen any towel rack in any of the angles that was shot of this bathroom. That is a no-no for me. And for the bathroom of a 630 million naira house, I'd have expected that maybe they highlighted this feature wall, the wall where the bathtub is leaning against, it will give an additional edge to it, an additional look to it. And the fact that this is tucked away here, this is not doing justice to the beauty of this type of tap. This is a tap that stands from the floor and then goes all the way up, so I believe it should have been celebrated, not hiding it somewhere in the corner.
And there you have it, a stunning primary suite with its ensuite bathroom and toilet and a walk-in closet. Now come along, I have something special to show you. My special sanctuary is this patio. It is expansive, giving you a view of the water and a view of the city right there. And of course, you have the inbuilt speakers right there, the wall speakers, and you have the lights on the wall. You know, you could have a good family time, a retreat right here with your.
Now, earlier I said something about floating. Now, the way this is designed, water is going to be coming and seeping down this way. It would have been nice if a floating was all around this edge so that water does not go all the way towards the LED light. You have something that breaks it. So that's just something that you need to note.
Your friends right here enjoying both views. This isn't a home to miss for anything. This is one of the best deals and listings in the market today. Like I said previously, we listed this home last week, and in 1 week we have the first unit, this right here, sold. We have just this unit, and that's to tell you that this will not be in the market for so long. This is a 5-bedroom triplex with a swimming pool, an elevator, a cinema, all rooms common suite, finely finished right here in Lekki, in the market for 630 million naira. This is an exclusive offer for Eden Oasis clients alone. So make sure you're calling the numbers on your screen right now to book a viewing, and without wasting much time, make your payment and get your keys moving to your home.
Can you see this place clearly? This is what I was saying. Now, because they're trying to get a facade, they had this niche here, and water will sit here, and then it starts coming down. So like I said earlier, if there was a coping, that will prevent stains from being here in the future. So I know you learned something from this video. So overall, I like the house. I just pointed out some features for you to see and expect so much more from a building that is very expensive. In no way is $420,000 small money, or 630 million naira. And so I do this video not to bash anyone, but just to, you know, enlighten you the more, because if people are showing you houses and why you should buy the houses, I will be showing you some things that they could have done better, so that when it's time for you to bring out your money and buy a property, you would have learned some 1 or 2 things from my videos, and then to help you buy the best property that you can get in the market. So my name is Eden Walz, and I would like to see you in the next one. But before then, if you've not watched my previous video, go watch the video here. It talks about the bad practices that developers in Lagos do. And so if you're looking at buying a property, make sure you watch that video before you go buy a property. See you in the next video.